All right, so in my hygiene team here, a lot of nice people work for me here, and they're very experienced in a lot of things in hygiene. But one of the things that all my hygienists give out are all these really cool aids to clean at home. So let's look at them all. Let's count them up from the left to right. There's the Colgate on the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, or maybe even 20. Almost 20 or 19 or 20 aids that we give to our patients on a regular basis to help them keep their teeth clean. All things with funny shapes and different angles, and everything has a purpose. Well, what's nice about all this stuff is, even though everything has a purpose, none of it can cause any harm by overuse. You can use as much as you want of these products as you need to, because they're actually fun and they actually stimulate the saliva and any food that might be stuck in the patient's mouth. So if you looked at my video, Pete, who we saw the superb healing just prior to that, I showed you a few minutes of how everything looked really nice in there. These are all the products that we offer to him to help clean those areas out. So let's go through them. There's a lot to see here. This is called Super Floss. You want to open that up for me, Deepak, please? Sure. This is used for bridges. People have bridges, implants. You don't even have to have those. It's 3 flosses in one. And let's look at that. Okay, you want to pull that apart? Mm-hmm. Okay. So there's a firm part right here. Let's see if we get a good shot of that. See the color there, the turquoise color? And then there's the fuzzy part. So that goes over the bridge areas, the implant areas, and then you get regular floss at the end. Great product. Next, Soft Picks. Advanced long handle whole mouth access. People love to pick between their teeth, especially after they have a good steak. And these are the puppies. Would you like to put those through your back teeth after you have a steak with a nice glass of wine, some great sugar-laden, yummy brownie with ice cream and rum in there? That's all not good areas. If you had surgery there, you had problems, you want to use these products. You want to buy these products. Let's look them on, probably Amazon sells them. Bridge aids, get the number there. This is another one to get under bridges. You want to take that out for me, Kristen? This is an awesome product too. Deepak, get me a long piece of floss, please. Sure. Okay, so let's look at that puppy. Just bring it here. Let's get a close shot of that. Yep. So it looks at the eye of the needle. You know, if your grandmother did knitting, well, that looks kind of a knitting needle. So Deepak getting me a piece of floss. Put that through for us, please. Okay, put it through there. Okay. And now the patient can clean underneath their bridge too. You gotta see it live too. We'll maybe do a video on how that goes live. Okay, let's go on. Here's our rubber tip stimulator. We've got probably, I don't know how many over many years, but for sure hundreds. These are great product. There's also Stimulate, what do you call these things? These are the replacement tips. As long as this doesn't fall on the floor I mean, you can't really break these. So they last a long time. You just gotta maybe get some new tips. We give those to the patients too. Okay, let's go with this one here. This is the Silica Brush. This is actually invented by a Canadian dentist, a Toronto guy. I think he made a lot of money. Silica Brush. It's a great product. I've been using it for years. He invented it years ago. And once again, we have replacement tips. But they're a really good product. Okay, this is for the Ivanhoe. Who's Ivanhoe? Wasn't he like he was a figure. Wasn't he a hunter, Ivanhoe? Who had a bow and arrow like this. A slingshot. Who was famous for a slingshot? Now it's bugging me. It was David and Goliath. Oh, here's our David and Goliath here. I knew it was something of a biblical nature. So here, this is cool too. Want to open that up for me? Give me another piece of floss. I can show you how to use that. This packaging is ridiculous. Yeah, it's so strong. We always have to cut it. We think we're strong enough to tear into it, but we're you got to be really strong to open these things up. All right. So here it is. Where's a piece of floss? I don't really like these products, to tell you the truth. I'll tell you why. Because the problem with it is that when you put the floss on it, and you can secure it really nice. See, I put it across, in and out, down, right, and tight. So if a person has, let's say, arthritic problems or has dexterity problems, you see how it can reach deeply into the back of the mouth and actually floss between the teeth, right? The thing is that this breaks. So if they can invent, maybe I'll invent it, a Teflon, non-breakable type of floss, that would be ideal for posterior here. Because the problem with this is, even though this is a great product, it's the floss that always breaks. So, you know, if you're pushing around very aggressively back there, these will snap and you have to repeat the whole process. So I really like the product. I just don't like, we have to improve in dentistry on this type of technology. I foresee like a Kevlar type of floss that we can invent probably. We'll look into that another time. Okay. This is also, this is great for the purse, great for the pocket. This is also patients that have had
embrasures
to go in between their teeth, right? Shove it in, go between, clean, right? Wherever you want to go, you can go, okay? Nice. These are portable. These are not replaceable. We also provide the patient. This is the packaging it comes in. See how good the packaging is? It's really professional. Nice packaging for what will be again. Now this is the same version as this tip, except replaceable. And see there? So this is pretty easy to use. Here are the tips that we give these to our patients, remember. They never have to pay for any of this. I pay for all this for them. It's my pleasure to give it to them. Okay, so we just put it in there, snap it in, and instead of having, it's the same version as this. This is the pocket, this is for house. And this should be, every person in America should be using this. This is a great, great thing. And these things here, if you're not too rough on them, they'll last quite a long time too. You can buy these in any store too, or Amazon too. But stick with the pros, stick with the Oral-B people, not like maybe offshore stuff, I don't know. Let's see where this is made. Made in Mexico. Well, it's made well anyways. Okay, this is a tongue cleaner. It's like a razor without a blade, of course. People that have candida, people that smokes, people that drinks, people that have a lot of pop, they get these plaques with candida albicans on their tongue, and sometimes we have to give them a prescription called nystatin, which is really nasty, but that's for their tongue. And then we have these portable ones. So these are really actually, the companies have come up with some really cool shapes. This is a new shape. Look at that tip on there. And of course you can envision just going in here and cleaning and having a whole party in here. Problem with this, it's not a problem. It's just small. The surface area is not a lot. So it's not going to clean. It's not going to clean a lot of surface area. And the tip, even, it seems quite robust. It probably will take a few licks in there, meaning, excuse the pun, a few licks, meaning over and over use over time. The problem, once again, is this is going to break. So once this breaks, I mean, I envision if this breaks, all that's useful on this is this. So this is the mini version of this. See there? That's kind of cool to look at. And then what else do we have? So much. A little bit more, almost done. This is the competition to the original guys. Let's take a picture of that picture. Nice and slow, yeah. Let's get a good shot of that. Size 3 comes in different sizes. And see what it does? That's a really cool one. And what's this one? that's the flosser. Okay, and uh-oh. This is every Clint Eastwood film. I'm gonna make this famous. You know Clint Eastwood, right, in his films? You know, he's the tough guy, right? In the westerns and everything, you know, he comes in, he has like a magnum in his mouth. You know, a magnum in his hand, he has this in his mouth. The famous Stimulator. They actually, interesting enough, this is one product that has probably, interesting, it's been out decades, but now it's not made like it used to be. Like these pieces aren't as robust as I remember them years ago. I've been buying these for 30 years. Probably made in China, I wouldn't doubt it. But still, you suck on it, make it soft, and then you can play with it in between. And it has a spearmint taste. Helps fight gum disease. Natural dentist. Mint flavor, 25 picks. I'm curious to see where this is made. You know, another thing I have a problem with the packaging, like, I don't know, my eyes aren't so good anymore. I mean, my eyes are excellent actually, but to look at this small area, I don't know why they make the directions so small. It's very frustrating. Something for someone who's like government oriented in the public should go and make a mandate, because how can an elderly person read those instructions? That's ridiculous. I mean, look at all the room here. They can make big instructions. Doesn't that make sense, Tristan?
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
You know, I buy vitamins from Healthy Planet. You know, the big chain out there, right? I buy a few, not too many. And honestly, I need my glasses here. I need a $3,000 pair of U.S. glasses to read the writing on those on my L-carnitine and my vitamin D. It's just too small. It's ridiculous. Then they'll say, look on the website. But why can't you print it on the label? Kind of piques me, no? All right, so those are kind of all the doodads. Just one more thing. Of course, every office has a big fake teeth, and we have a big brush, and we tell the patients, you know, give them some oral instructions, right? But what we do here is